Evening kids, Joe here, and I'm doing a PC parts pickup episode, although there has been some progress made on the custom H440, but you'll be seeing a video on that tomorrow. Today is going to be a PC parts pickup slash donation because, as many of you know, I used to work at a car dealership and I used to make okay money and I used to be able to buy things. Well, since I became fully disabled, that's not the case anymore. So I rely on used parts, cheap things I find, and donations. Well, luckily, my father decided to donate this computer to me. Now, I built this for him a few months ago. It was just a cheap machine that he could throw together and put Windows 7 on to transfer some files and stuff. And he decided he was done with it. He's going to be moving soon, so he doesn't need it anymore. And he said I could have it because, you know, whenever that goes down, I need something else to use in the meantime, or when I start transferring parts that I'm using from the water cooling into this case, I'm going to need another computer, so that's what this one's for. It's in a Antec basic ATX case, and I picked this up for him from Micro Center. It was on sale, and it actually wasn't a terrible build quality. It is a cheap case, of course, but for, I think it was $29 or $39, it served its purpose fine. It fits everything in there. Some things have been disconnected, obviously. And he also donated some stuff like a Samsung Evo 850 250 gig drive, a professional SSD solid state drive 120 gigabyte. This is actually the house brand for Micro Center, but if you look, I'm not sure if it says it on here, but these are actually made by 3M, so it's actually a pretty decent hard drive, solid state drive. Then a couple of 1 terabyte hard drives because he wasn't using them anymore and I might as well use them. They're a couple of 7200 RPM 1 terabyte hard drives. So they're good for storing videos, for editing, or, you know, running basic operating systems on lower end systems that don't really have 6 gigabit connections. So that's cool. And then we are moving on to the computer itself. Again, I built this for him 4 months ago, something like that. At the heart of it is an AMD A10 7860K, which is the integrated APU. It's also, I believe, a quad-core processor. It's on an ASRock A88MG-/3.1 motherboard. It was an okay motherboard. He needed one for, like I said, just the purpose of running older operating systems, and it served its purpose. Now, it does have a R5 240 or something in there because he doesn't need a GTX 970 or anything super duper fancy, and it worked fine for him. And I'm going to do some testing with that. I'm actually going to compare that GPU to the onboard graphics as well as to like an old 650 just to see if it was worth buying a discrete GPU for it. It does have 16 gigabytes of RAM, however that RAM's coming out because that's all red ripjaws and it matches the ripjaws that's on that system. However, I will have to put some of that RAM into this system to compensate. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. Obviously, he heard me in my video when I said I needed SSDs because I was out. However, I'm going to probably put that one in that system because that's only got 120 gig SSD. So I'll replace that with this. I've been meaning to do a complete wipe and fresh install of Windows on that computer anyways. So that'll give me a good reason. And then I will probably just use my 1 terabyte drive that I was using on that computer, the Q6600 that was sitting here. And in the meantime, it'll just be a video watching machine while I work on the projects I'm working on as well as other videos. So quick PC pickup video, and I think we're done. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. If you want to see another video, click where my hand is and I'll put up a video. And as always, I'll talk to you later.